All right, we're here today at the Indianapolis Regional with,
Brent Winters.
and what did you do?
I came in third place with True Draco Demise.
Awesome, let's get into it.
All right. Played 3 Majesty's Maiden. A lot of people play 2 of these, but I actually like 3 just because when you have a Gozen match, like it's really good to be able to search another one and then like summon and have disruption on your opponent's turn. And when you have Demise, this is like the best one because you don't want to end on Ignis or Dynamite when you Demise because then you can't tribute on their turn. I played 1 of that, fits at 1. And then 2 of these, like this card is actually not worth playing 3 of. Like Majesty's Maiden is definitely, in my opinion, way better than Ignis. Ignis, when you go first and summon it, it does nothing. So
All right.
3 Majesty's Maiden is better. For
You
me.
like that ratio?
Yeah, I liked it a lot actually.
All right.
So spell cards, I played 3 diagrams, 3 terraformings. A lot of people are cutting this to 2. I don't understand that. That's bad Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to be opening this card every game. Sometimes it does kind of suck when you draw like 2 of these in a terraforming, but like that doesn't happen that often. You should be playing the max amount of copies.
Do you ever side out 1 terraforming or anything like that?
And going second against Gokis, I actually do side out 1 terraforming just because that you just have to draw your side cards. Like there's not many cards that you can side out, and like you have to draw your sides to not lose in that matchup. So I do actually side out 2 terraformings when I play against Gokis going second.
Gotcha.
So 3 pretty standard. I actually thought about cutting this to 2, but it seemed kind of risky just because I do play a copy of Desires, and like banishing these is really going to deteriorate your late game.
All right.
3 Demise, this card's broken, should be banned or at 1, way too good. 3 Duality, this card searches this. I don't know why people play 2 of it, it's just so good, you always want to open it. Played 1 Desires.
Why'd you play 1?
Something I was fooling around with. It's just kind of good as like an extra push through hand traps or stuff like that, like Ghost Ogre, Ash, and like you don't really want to draw it in multiples ever, and you don't actually need to draw it to play most of the time. So I just thought 1 would be good because sometimes it would help you extend.
Yeah, seeing 2 is bad anyways.
Yes. Played 3, 1, pretty standard. Played 3 Impermanents. It's my only form of disruption in the deck going second. I just mainly played these to play against Gokis. Like, it's pretty good.
And it's good
CJ,
with
go away.
It's good with Demise too, right?
Yeah, because it's a hand trap that you can actually play with Demise in your deck. A lot of people I've seen topping with True Dracos were playing Ghost Ogre, and I actually just didn't agree because I just feel like that would result in a lot of bricks, and I really didn't want to brick. So I played 3 of these, the fun cards. Seen a lot of people playing like 2 of these, but I just think that 3 is correct. Like it's like you just want to open 1 of these when you play against Gokis or even Sky Strikers or pretty much the whole meta. Like if you draw 1 of these in a game 1 scenario, you're gonna win the game.
So 3 and 3 wasn't too cloggy?
It was not actually. There were actually a lot of games where I just had like 1-1, and like my opponent was never gonna play that game. Like
Completely locked out.
Yeah, they can't play. And then last but not least, I played 1 Skill Drain and 1 Macrocosmos. Skill Drain I actually never activated all day. It's pretty good, but it does actually kind of stop your engine.
Yeah.
And the Macro, it's bad sometimes, but like whenever it's stopping your opponent, like you're winning that game even if you are banishing your spells and traps. Like against Gokis, if you flip this, they lose. They try to make Phoenix to pop it, and then they discard a card, it gets banished, and like they've already banished 3 resources. At that rate, you're gonna win even if they do out it.
Right.
So that's the main deck, 40 cards.
All right.
I'm going to go to the extra deck, pretty irrelevant. I just played like a whole bunch of cards to fill up space because I didn't want to go into the event with no extra deck just because I didn't want them to know what I was playing game 1. So there is actually some logic behind a few of these, but most of them are
like,
obviously just trash.
Vulcan
So
Gaia, the Omega.
I played this because if I did play against a Cyber Dragon, which actually last week at Rosemont, there were a lot of Cyber Dragons. So I played this because I would just make them go first if I did happen to lose the game, and then if they made a board, I would just make it go away. This I actually just played because it's probably the best rank 5. This is decent. These I played because if your opponent is bad and they're playing Waken the Dragons and you fall into it, you can make this and then make this on top of it, and then make
nice.
this on top of this, and then this outs it. So, like that card is an auto win against this deck if it gets on the board, so I wanted an out to it.
Pretty good.
And then I played this. It's actually kind of good because I side Gamma, and if I'm broken enough to resolve Gamma on my turn, I can make this, and most of the time when you're doing that, you're winning the game. So that's the extra deck. It's all pretty irrelevant, like I said. Didn't go into it once.
And Ibly doesn't hurt you at all because all you do is just normal summon.
Right. Side deck. I played 3 Mind Crush in the side deck. Sided it just in, like, when I was going first, if my opponent was either going to make me go first or if I wanted to go first, just to answer evenly matched. It's really good against Sky Strikers to hit like cards that they search off engage, or like whenever they end phase Shizuku search engage, you can draw this going second, actually just Mind Crush away the engage, which is actually really good.
Did you ever hit 3 engages?
No, that would be way too broken. I wish. I played 3 evenly matched in the side deck. I never activated this once. I was really only siding it for the True Draco mirror because I actually thought it was going to be kind of popular. So I just played this. I choose to go second the True Draco mirror and side these in. So yeah, I actually never activated it though. So 1 Judgment, 1 Imperial Order. Sided this. I always put it in when I go first, just because it answers reboot, and I don't want to lose to reboot. And this, I just sided specifically for pure Sky Strikers. And whenever I played the mirror, and I could tell that my opponent knew how to play the mirror, and they chose to go second, because this is like one of the only cards that you can draw going first in the mirror that's actually pretty good.
Did Order hit you at all today?
I actually drew Order 1 time, and it was in the last round. I drew it against pure Sky Strikers, and it just auto won the game. Pretty good card.
Yeah.
Next, played 3 Inspector Borders. Sided this specifically for Altergeist. It's really good against them. You just win the game. I make that deck go first too, and they can literally open almost any hand in their deck, and you can just normal summon this, and you win.
You make them go first, and you summon Border and proceed to win.
Yes, like, and if you don't draw it, you can still win just because Draco is really good at going second, and like, you pop their traps with your Disciples and Heritages, and you search with your mains and stuff. Like, you just win that matchup.
Right.
Next, played the Gamma package for Gokis. This is honestly needed. It was actually kind of bricky for me today, because every time I had it, my opponent bricked, and then in correlation, that made my hand brick because I would have like Demise with it or something else, and very annoying. But like, you have to play this for Gokis. If you draw it, you win. So that's the deck.
All right, so this makes your back-to-back top.
Yep, topped. I came in second place at Rosemont last week. Was playing Dark Gokis, and I actually lost to this deck. And I was like, that deck's really good. I'm gonna play it next week. And so I played it, and I topped with it.
Nice. All right. Any changes to the deck you want to make?
Honestly, no. Like all my ratios are really good. I think the macro could have maybe been something else. But other than that, I liked everything else. I probably could have made the extra deck a little better, obviously, but like I said, I didn't really need to go into it, so it's whatever.
All right, man. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to Guardian Games, that's shop in Indianapolis. That's where I play and test a lot. Shout out to Austin Hollett for letting me borrow the whole True Draco deck. Shout out to Brandon Sevitz for letting me borrow Impermanences and a few other cards that I needed. And shout out to everyone in Indy, Billy. Shout out to Billy. Yep, that's the deck.
All right, sounds good. Good luck in the future, man.
Yep, thanks, man.